How do you know you got a good man? This man has worked 27 days straight. He went to work at 7 a.m. this morning. It is now 6:37 at night. He wanted barbecue, I wanted Japanese. He went and got his barbecue ribs first. But guess what? He refuses to eat until I've got my food. So he's inside the Japanese steakhouse right now, picking up my food, and he hasn't eaten all day. But he won't eat without me being able to eat at the same time that he does. He does this all. He works this hard for a family with 3 children that he did not have the pleasure in helping to create. And he's been sick for the past week. Still went to work.
So, my question would be, would she have appreciated this man, in her mid-20s? I feel like for a lot of women, it's a lot easier to appreciate the man that you have when you don't have a lot of options. When your market value is low, you gotta think about it. Without this man, she's a single mother of 3, maybe in her 40s or something like that, So my question is, would she have appreciated the man that she's with now in her prime with no kids? You know what I'm saying? Still looking good, still have a lot of options. Market value is high. Would she appreciate the man that she's with now? And unfortunately, for a lot of women, they don't appreciate men until they value plummet.
A man with options can choose, and unfortunately, you're the worst option. No disrespect, because here's the reality. There's 2 guys, right? Mm-hmm. There's a guy that makes $500,000. All things are equal. They're both handsome. They're both tall. They're both successful in their own sense, right? One is a successful teacher making $50,000. One is a successful doctor making $500,000. Which one is more attractive? Everything is equal.
It's okay.
Listen.
The feminism in her won't allow it.
No.
Be honest, who do you call when you were at your lowest? Who is that one person?
Nobody. Oh man, no one cares.
I met my ex at a club after 3 months of no contact. My ex and I broke up in September. It was tough, but I eventually chose to go the no contact route to get this over with. Today, the boys told me to join them at the club. They clearly got my back. I of course went with them. Well, as soon as I step inside the club, I bump into a girl I didn't recognize at first. It was my ex. I instinctively excused myself for bumping into her not knowing it was her. And then we just looked at each other weirdly. She said, "There are so many things I want to tell you." As she was about to grab my hand to take me with her to talk. But I said, "I don't need to know." And went along with my boys. I'll say that's a W.
Nah, man, that's definitely a big W. You feel what I'm saying? That's a big dub, man. Look, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You get out of a relationship with a woman. A lot of these women, they're going to want to crawl back to you, try to get back with you and all that. Let's talk and I'm sorry. And nah, man. Nah, look, we driving. We on the road to success. And we ain't looking back, baby. We ain't not putting this car in reverse. We only moving forward.
What I look like? A dumbass.
So a lot of women are saying they're ready to be feminine, they're ready to be submissive, but it's almost too late. You're asking men to accept that you at age 50, what you should have been at age 25.
Be nice to niggas, man. Be nice to them. Be nice to good men. Don't be fucking nice for manipulators and narcissists and liars, because they exist. But the genuinely good men that genuinely are hardworking and want to protect you and want to you, be nice to them. I promise you, it's so much easier than trying to be a bitch. And if you want them to do things for you, be nice to them and maybe suck their dick from time to time if you're into it. You can be nice to them and have boundaries. You don't have to control them and micromanage them and tell them what to do, how to dress. No, let niggas be niggas. And actually genuinely appreciate them for who they are. And if they're flawed, as all human beings are, accept it. If it's not working for you, find somebody else.
See, the thing that a lot of chicks would do is they'll get a good guy and they'll put him in the friend zone, and keep him as like an orbiter, knowing that she has no real intentions of actually getting with the guy or nothing like that. And to a certain extent, kind of like kidnapping him and stopping him from actually getting with a woman that would actually appreciate the nice things that he does for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not going to appreciate it, because she don't appreciate it. That's why she puts him in the friend zone, because she don't find him attractive or, his actions attractive. But somebody will. And that's how most women would treat these nice guys, these good guys.
What is something that you will get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
When gender norms are followed in relationships. When men are able to lead and protect and women are able to follow and nurture, those tend to be the happiest relationships. I have yet to see a happy relationship where the woman is wearing the pants and the man just kind of goes along with whatever she wants. And there are a lot of relationships like that, but neither the man or the woman is happy in it.
Okay, so I really want to mention something, and I know I'm going to get shit for it in my comment section, and that's totally fine. But you know how women always tell guys, like, hey, you have a sister, you have a mother, you have aunties, you have a grandma, you have a daughter, make sure you treat women better. But what about women? Us women also have fathers, we have brothers, we have sons, we have cousins, we have uncles. Why don't we tend to treat men better too? I mean, doesn't it work both ways?
You smart.
Be treated like a princess or like a queen, and you're here treating your man like you have to treat your man like a king in order to be treated like a queen. You have to treat him like a prince in order to be treated like a princess. You have to treat him with respect in order for him to respect you back. You have to be there for him in order for him to be there for you.
Western feminism is a scam. I came across this video yesterday and a lot of things really rang true for me. My mother was, I would say, a victim of this scam, and so therefore, so was my family. She was taught by the company that she was working at the time. She was pushed into choosing between her family and her career. And at some point, I think you have to be brainwashed as a mother to think that your career and competing with men is so much more important than raising your family. A job will come and go, they don't care about you, but your family, there's nothing more important than family. And any culture that shames women into believing that what they're doing, raising their children and their family, is not the most important thing we can do for our future, that if that's what they're telling us, then wherever that message is coming from, it's a scam.
What is it that is needed to be said, and what is it that you're fighting right now?
Don't fall for feminism. Feminism is a lie, especially this new radical version of feminism that has embraced this transgender ideology, has embraced radical gender ideology. You need to reject that because feminism is responsible for the masculinization of women, and it's led to the murder of 63 million babies. It's tearing apart marriage, it's tearing apart society, and it's turned into a women's supremacy movement. Yeah. Women now are trying to have this boss babe independent attitude saying, I'm better than men. Men are trash. Men are the worst. Hashtag kill all men trending on Twitter a while back. And so that's really the thing that is tearing the country apart most, because women always set the standard of a culture, and if we don't hold that standard pretty high, then the culture's kind of going to go to shambles.
We need you back. We're going to need you to come back.
Okay, so after making this video, I'm like on take 20 here. I have so much to say, I can't cram it even in 3 minutes. You want men back. Society doesn't want men back. Society doesn't want a straight, heterosexual, strong, independent male that provides and protects and defends his household and his family and his girl with all his might.
And you know what? That's facts. You know what I mean? That is definitely facts. You know, what it sounds like to me is that we have to rebel against the system that's trying to feminize men and trying to make women more masculine. You know what I'm saying? It's the society fault. It's the people that's in charge. They're the ones who's to blame. We have to fight them and fight the system that they are trying to create for us. But you know, we cannot win that war. We cannot fight the society if we're, as men and women, fighting each other. You know, it's hard to win a war when you're fighting the person that's supposed to be your ally.
Sensational.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The men's mental health conversation makes me cackle.
The biggest killer of men under the age of 45 is men unaliving themselves. But yes, have a good old cackle.
Because it's so many ways to cater to your mental health, and the number one solution they choose is to blame a woman.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Hearing her speak for only 5 seconds make me want to check my mental health. I could only imagine what her ex-boyfriends went through. Somebody check on those poor men.